Having a big chest, big muscle, being able to run 500 hours non-stop, ultra marathon runners, being able to deadlift 500 kilograms or 501 kilograms is not a sign of being fit. So what then is fitness? Fitness is a combination of having good optimal strength and good cardiovascular endurance. So there are two spectrums or two extremes when it comes to fitness, and you have to be balanced as an individual to be considered a fit human being. So now there is strength and there is endurance. Now there are people who are called strength athletes and there are people who are called endurance athletes. An endurance athlete is an athlete like a marathon runner or an ultra marathon runner. They are very, very, cardiovascularly blessed. They have a good cardiovascular system. It is not a blessing, it is through hard work. And they are strength athletes who are very, very strong, like bodybuilders and powerlifters. But that does not mean they are fit. A strength athlete is not a fit individual. And to me, an endurance athlete is not a fit individual. Because, for example, a cyclist, most like professional cyclists, high level professional cyclists, their heart is not functioning properly. Most of them have to wake up in the middle of the night to raise their heart rates. So their heart rate is so low due to overtraining that they have to, if they don't wake up in the middle of the night, like when their heart rate is getting too low, and exercise to raise it back up, they will die. But they are very they can ride bicycle non-stop for 5 days. That doesn't mean they are fit. Because to me, fitness is exercising in a way that will prolong your life. So a strength athlete who can lift 501 kilograms but does not have a good cardiovascular system, to me is not fit. Because most strength athletes and bodybuilders, they die young due to damage to their kidney and heart, most of their internal organs. So as an individual, to be fit, you have to have good musculoskeletal strength and good cardiovascular endurance. It has to be a balance of both. So you don't need to have a big chest. You can just, train in your house, push up, pull up with your pull-up bar, body weight exercises. As far as you get your musculoskeletal strength to a high degree where you are not dying on top of a woman like allergy, then you can be considered a strong man or a fit individual. But you will not only train strength. That is the point. You have to combine your strength training with cardiovascular exercises. So those marathon runners that train only endurance and they ignore or neglect their muscular strength training, I don't consider them fit. And those strength athletes that can lift very heavy, that are very strong, but ignore their cardiovascular training, which will significantly impact their life expectancy, I don't consider them fit. So to be a fit individual, you have to balance it. It has to be a balance of muscular strength and cardiovascular endurance. That's the truth.